Good morning. Thank you all for joining. We will give just a moment to clear the waiting room. Good morning. This is the voting hearing before the licensing board for the city of Boston. Today is Thursday, October 17th, 2024. Today's hearing is being recorded and will be posted to the city of Boston's website. While the public is encouraged to attend, no further testimony will be accepted this morning. We'll begin with the licensed premise inspection hearing, which occurred on Tuesday, October 15th, 2024. Item number 1, Summers 5 Corp. doing business as Dirty Nellies, located at 108 to 112 Blackstone Street. Date of the incident, July 28th, 2024. Assault and battery with a dangerous weapon, shod foot, employee on patron, in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Chapter 265, Section 15A, and failure to call 911 in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Board's Rule 1.14B.
Thanks, Danny. I see a violation here. I think someone should have called the police after this had happened.
I agree. For me, additionally, I think that the wisdom of having one person on duty in a place, I know it's small, but I don't know if it should be an absolute rule, but I think it's the risk they're taking. So, it's foreseeable that, leaving one person on duty could cause them to be drinking on the job and get into an altercation and all that. So I just wanted to add that that's how I saw it.
Yep, I agree with you both.
Okay, so it is a unanimous vote for a violation. There is no recent history at this premise. So what is the vote as to the disposition of the violation?
My vote is for a warning.
I agree. Yep.
Violation with a warning. Item number 2, Zaz Restaurant and Catering Corporation, located at 1238 River Street in Hyde Park. Date of the incident, August 18th, 2024. Premise open after 9:30 p.m. per the common victualler hour in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 140, Section 9.
I see a violation.
Yes.
They knew what their hours were. I know that they are working to extend their hours now, but my vote for a violation still stands, and I would vote for a written warning.
I agree.
Violation with a warning as well. Item number 3, ZAA KFL LLC, doing business as Biliaris Columbia, located at 28 Bennington Street in East Boston. Date of the incident, April 28th, 2024, a fight in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64.
The licensee did submit video. In the video, it appears that the patron punched the employee first. I see no violation. I saw it as self-defense.
It wasn't super clear to me, but I didn't think there was enough, so I kind of got to the same place for maybe a slightly different reason. I felt like the video cut off at the wrong time. Like I wanted to continue to see what was happening there. Did anyone agree? Like just like the aftermath, like how they handled it. I didn't see, cut it off pretty quick. The removal, all that kind of stuff. It's something I wanted to see.
Okay. I didn't notice that.
If someone can remind me of the testimony, was there testimony about the removal? Like, maybe that it could have been corroborated with the video. I saw the same thing, but.
I think what brought it might have been the police report. I have to go back real quick. I'm sorry. Of course, yeah, it's on. Yeah. See, yeah, the victim tried to go back and he said he was punched in the face. That's kind of why I wanted to see the aftermath. I mean, for me, it would be like, correspondence about. You know, this happens all the time, the video is much more limited than I would wanna see. Many times you wanna see the kind of proceeding and the post, not just like the 10 seconds of like a punch being thrown.
And I think you've mentioned that before at hearings, so I support sending correspondence, Danny.
We
And
can,
let's docket that correspondence so that if there's another similar fight and we request video, that they're on notice that they have to submit more than just the actual quick incident.
sure, I mean, does the board want to actually request further video if, you know, to whether that exists, or is correspondence that we need more in the future sufficient?
I mean, for me, I was a no violation
Okay,
based on kind of the facts here are what they are, and we didn't have a live testimony from a victim. So just the quality of like the hearsay in the police report, I don't think I was ever gonna get to a violation. So I think that's where I was at. I didn't feel like if I got more video, it was conspicuous, the absence of like the full picture of what was going on.
so no violation, correspondence about the importance of a fuller picture of video, and that will be docketed.
Yes.
Item number 4, Restaurante Cesaria Inc. Located at 266 Bowden Street in Dorchester. Date of the incident, June 28th, 2024. A large fight, a fray involving patrons outside the premises in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64.
So I requested a written security and operations plan. I think on the record I said they had a week to submit it to us. So I proposed deferring the vote until we have that in front of us in writing.
Sounds good.
Okay, deferred until the board receives the security operations and dispersal plan. Item number 5, Concord Entertainment Inc. doing business as Bill's Bar, the Lansdowne Pub located at 9 Lansdowne Street. Date of the incident, July 20th, 2024. Patron on employee assault and battery in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Chapter 265, Section 13A. And employee on patron assault and battery in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Chapter 265, Section 13A.
I noted that the staff did call the police. It was hard to determine who the aggressor was from the video that was submitted. After reviewing it and reviewing the police report, it was really close for me. I didn't see a violation.
I felt the exact same way. You know, some of this, we just had them with the video, and the video quality was lacking, the angles, blind spots. It's similar to the previous one without kind of live testimony of the victim. I just didn't think we could add up to more than what we had live from them. Not that there weren't concerning elements of, one thing that struck me was after he was let out and they went off camera, you could see the reaction of the patrons standing in line. So there was definitely maybe some circumstantial stuff there to question it, but just still not enough. I don't, we just sent them the correspondence about video, but I don't know if they need to be reminded that they're, I felt like they were kind of taking a risk here with this video here. I don't know. I kind of don't know what to say about it, except what I've said before, which is, this could lead to a negative inference for them.
Commissioner Saxon, anything further?
Nothing further to add, I agree.
Okay, so it sounds like no violation across the board. Item number 6, the Boston Liquor Corp. Located at 71 to 79 Warrington Street. Date of the incident, August 25th, 2024. Assault and battery, employee on patron in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Chapter 265, Section 13A. And assault and battery, patron on employee in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Chapter 265, Section 13A.
I believe we're still waiting on the video. My vote would be to defer until the video is received.
Sounds good.
Deferred until we receive the requested video from Boston Police. Item number 7, Boston Harbor Cruises LLC doing business as The Landing, located at 6 Long Wharf. Date of the incident, July 4th, 2024. Service of more than 2 alcohol drinks to one patron at a time in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64.
They should have been aware what the rules were regarding this. I see a violation.
Yeah, it's just poor planning really, and poor technique.
I agree.
I don't believe they have a history of this, this incident, so my vote would be for a written warning.
I agree.
Violation with a warning. Item number 8, Shisha Lounge LLC located at 417 Cambridge Street in Alston. Date of the incident, July 29th, 2024. Alcohol on premise patio without alcohol license in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 140, Section 9. Patio not on common victular license in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 140, Section 9, and smoking permit expired.
The licensee did follow up after the hearing with some written correspondence outlining exactly what he's gonna do to maintain control of the patio. And how he's gonna monitor the space. I'm satisfied with that. However, back to the incident we were discussing the other day, I do see a violation. And my vote would be just for a written warning.
A violation on the alcohol on premise.
Yes, I'm sorry, yes.
Yeah. Where do you guys come down on the space? I still feel like I don't have an answer as to whose space it is.
Well, when you read the letter from Lulu's, they were like, we are allowed to use their space. I mean, I'm paraphrasing, but it seemed like they were acknowledging that it was actually Shisha Lounge's space, and there was no disagreement with that.
Yeah.
I agree. I think it's under their control. And I don't believe that they actually necessarily use it for patrons on a regular basis, but they could if it was part of their license premise. But I agree. I think it was confusing. I think it's something he needs to clear up management wise and otherwise, but as far as the alcohol permitted on the patio, whether it was trash or not, it's a violation.
I agree.
Okay.
So violation for the alcohol on premise, as for the other two, the patio not on the license and the smoking permit.
So it appeared from the licensee, he doesn't want the patio on his permit. So I would see no violation there, and the smoking permit expired, he explained that. I think that one, I would see a violation there.
I agree on both.
Yes.
Thank you. And for the first one, for the alcohol on premise, that was a warning with the violation.
Mhm.
Great.
I mean, if there's any correspondence to send, it would be to clarify his floor plan or clarify like the area. Ownership or otherwise.
Great. The operational control of that area. Great. We can do that as well. So violation for the first count, the alcohol on the patio premise with correspondence, and no violation on the other two counts. Great. Item number 9, Chipotle Mexican Grill of Colorado LLC, doing business as Chipotle Mexican Grill, located at 1924 Beacon Street in Brighton. Date of the incident, September 21st, 2024. No common victular license posted in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 140, Section 9. Expired ISD permit posted in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 140, Section 9. And patrons drinking alcohol on premise in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 140, Section 9.
I believe they addressed the first two, the CV license and the expired ISD. I don't have my notes on that, but taking a look at the patrons drinking alcohol on the premise, this was a foreseeable crowd in this neighborhood on this particular day. This was the BC Michigan State game. I did understand what they were saying, how where these people were sitting, it was sort of out of the sight line of most of the staff. That being said, that's not to me an excuse that can outweigh the fact that there was a violation. They have no history of this. I was persuaded by their explanation about what changes they put into place as far as staff and monitoring. So those are my thoughts on it.
Yeah, I thought they addressed the first two, that they'd been working on it, so I could be wrong, but I think they, as far as the drinking, I mean, what came down to it, they weren't doing any of the things that they talked about they're gonna do now in the future, and they had basically taken no measures to combat this, so I think are in violation.
I agree.
Danny, they don't have a history of this, right?
That's correct.
So, my vote would be for a first warning.
Okay, so a first warning for the drinking alcohol on premise and no violation for the common victular and the ISD counts. Great.
Yes.
Great, and item number 10 is being rescheduled to the next available hearing date. Moving on to the transactional hearing, which occurred yesterday, Wednesday, October 16th, 2024. Item number 1, Blue Mountain Jamaican Restaurant LLC doing business as Blue Mountain Jamaican Restaurant at 1301 Blue Hill Ave in Mattapan has applied for a common victular license. Manager Marcia Satchel, hours of operation 7 a.m. to 9 p.m.
My notes are a little out of order, but I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
Item number 2, Starbucks Corporation doing business as Starbucks Coffee located at 500 Boylston Street had applied for a common victular license. Manager Ricky Ronaldo, hours of operation 5 a.m. to 9 p.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
Agree.
Item number 3, Cassandra 2018 Corp. doing business as Tea Station Coffee located at 1041 Saratoga Street in East Boston has applied for a common victular license. Manager Carlos Cespedes, hours of operation 6 a.m. to 9:30 p.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
Item 4, Lacon Paris Inc. doing business as Lacon Paris Patisserie located at 43 to 61 Pier 4 Boulevard has applied for a common victular license. Manager Anthony Grassi, hours of operation 7 a.m. to 7 p.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
Item number 5, Bartlett Jones LLC doing business as the Hummus Shop located at 37 Charles Street has applied for a common victular license. Manager Colin Daly, hours of operation 11:30 a.m. to 10:30 p.m.
We've already issued them a temporary CD over the weekend. There was no issues. Just taking a look at my notes. They said on the record that they don't have plans right now to do takeout or delivery. My vote would be to approve it, but to also include in that approval that they have to come back to the board should they want to do takeout or delivery.
Sounds good.
Yep, I agree.
Granted with a condition that any plans for takeout or delivery must be approved by the board. Item number 6, Salhi Associates LLC doing business as McDonald's located at 500 Geneva Ave in Dorchester has petitioned to change the closing hour of the licensed business to 3 a.m. with deliveries only between 12 a.m. and 3 a.m.
My vote would be to approve. There was a lot of support for this. They had a delivery plan in place, so I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
Item number 7, Colwyn Management Inc. doing business as AC Hotel by Marriott Cleveland Circle located at 395 Chestnut Hill Ave in Brighton has petitioned to change the manager to Patrick Brown.
I vote to approve Mr. Brown as manager of record. I believe he's the appropriate character and fitness to serve.
I agree.
I agree.
Item number 8, Azumi LLC doing business as Zuma located at 1 to 7 Dalton Street has petitioned to change the manager to James Adams.
I vote to approve Mr. Adams as manager of record. I believe he has the appropriate character and fitness to serve.
I agree.
I agree.
Item number 9, BVRG Waterfront TR LLC doing business as Joe's American Bar and Grill located at 100 Atlantic Ave has petitioned to change the manager to Kevin Kelly.
I vote to approve Mr. Kelly as manager of record. I believe he has the appropriate character and fitness to serve.
I agree.
I agree.
Items 10, 11, and 12 were taken together. Item 10, Berkeley Place Restaurant Limited Partnership doing business as Grill 23 Restaurant and Bar located at 340 Stewart Street. Item 11, Clarendon Restaurant LLC doing business as Grand Banks Fish House located at 406 Stewart Street. And item 12, HM Boston LLC doing business as Bistro du Midi at 272 Boylston Street. All 3 have petitioned to change the manager to Jamie Campos II.
I vote to approve Mr. Campos as manager of record. I believe he's the appropriate character fitness to serve, and I was satisfied with their explanation as far as the management structure and overseeing the day-to-day businesses at these 3 places. There'll be a general manager in place.
I agree.
I agree.
Item 13, Pinkies Up LLC, doing business as Pinkies, located at 267 to 269 Newbury Street, has petitioned to change the DBA to Foxhole.
I vote to approve.
I do as well.
I agree.
Item 14, VJ Partners, Inc., doing business as Green Gardens Liquor and Deli, located at 35 West Milton Street in Hyde Park, has petitioned to change the DBA to Stop and Shops Liquor and Deli.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
Item 15, Delta Airlines, Inc., doing business as Delta Sky Club Express, located at Logan Airport Terminal E in East Boston, has petitioned for the approval of a management agreement between Delta Airlines, Inc. and Compass Group USA, Inc. and Thompson Hospitality Services, LLC.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
Item number 16, Roots Chris Steakhouse Boston, LLC, doing business as Roots Chris Steakhouse, located at 45 School Street, has petitioned for a change of officers, directors, LLC managers, for a change of ownership interest, and for a change of stock interest.
I vote to approve the changes requested.
I do as well.
I agree.
Item number 17, Savin Crossing LLC, doing business as The Nightly, located at 102 to 110 Savin Hill Ave in Dorchester, has petitioned to amend the description of the licensed business to premises will consist of 3 floors, basement, 2nd floor, and 3rd floor, all accessible by stair and elevator. Total square footage of the licensed space will be approximately 5,670 square feet. Basement will comprise 500 square feet with seating capacity of 15 and a maximum occupancy of 15, to include a small seating area, food prep area, dry storage area, 3 walk-in coolers, 2 walk-in freezers. The floor will have 2 bathrooms as well as 2 stairwells for entrance and egress. 2nd floor will be the main restaurant bar area comprising 2,800 square feet with seating capacity of 120 and max occupancy of 120. To include restaurant seating area with table bar seating, bar and back of house kitchen, 2 restrooms and 2 stairwells for entrance and egress. The 3rd floor will serve as a function space for the main restaurant bar comprising 2,370 square feet with seating capacity of 90 and max occupancy of 120. To include seating area with table bar seating, 2 function rooms, bar, small kitchen area, 1 restroom, and 2 stairwells for entrance and egress. Also to include 2 terraced outside dining areas on the 2nd and 3rd floor, comprising 556 and 680 square feet of the licensed space respectively. Areas will be in use annually when weather allows, and the closing hour of the terraced areas will be 11 p.m.
Well done. I vote to approve the amendment of the description.
I do as well.
I agree.
Item 18, Anjana Corporation, doing business as Neighborhood Convenience, located at 165 D Street in South Boston, has petitioned to change the category of the licensed business to a retail package store all alcoholic beverages license.
My vote is to approve this change of category. We've taken a look at South Boston as a neighborhood, as a whole neighborhood, and I don't believe they are overly concentrated in this particular area. My vote would be to approve with the condition that they don't sell nips or singles, miniature bottles or singles.
Yep, I agree with your comments. I vote to approve.
I agree.
Thank you. Approved with a condition of no miniature bottles, no singles. Any comment on the floor plan? Or do we want to include the condition we've been including in the past?
Yes, yeah, we want to do that. Any changes have to be approved by us, and we also want to make sure that they keep the floor plan on file for inspection purposes.
So no changes to the floor plan or increase in the floor space dedicated to alcohol without board approval, and the floor plan must be on site at all times.
Thank you.
Item number 19, Shippy's Retail Inc., doing business as Commonwealth Market, located at 1090 Commonwealth Ave, has petitioned to change the category of the licensed business to a retail package store, all alcoholic beverages license.
I vote to approve. I believe they were able to determine or establish the public need for this change in category, and I would like that approval to have the same conditions as the previous one. No miniature bottles or singles. Any changes to the floor plan have to be approved by the board, and they have to keep the floor plan on premise for inspection purposes.
I agree.
I agree.
Great. Approved with the same conditions as item 18, no miniature bottles, no singles, and the same floor plan conditions as well. Item 20, Harbor Petroleum LLC, doing business as Meridian Street Mobile, located at 470 Meridian Street in East Boston, has petitioned to transfer the license to Global Montello Group Corp., doing business as Global Montello Group Corp. number 2777 at the same location. William Bruce, manager, 11 p.m. closing hour.
I vote to approve let me see, the transfer. And to approve Mr. Bruce as manager of record.
I do as well.
I agree.
Item number 21 will be rescheduled for the next available hearing date at the request of the applicant. Item number 22, DK Associates LLC, doing business as Warden Hall, located at 22 to 26 West Broadway in South Boston, has petitioned to transfer the license to Crazy Tiger LLC, doing business as Kahani on Broadway at the same location. Swati Patel, manager, 2 a.m. closing hour.
My vote is to approve the transfer. I have no issues with this same location transfer. I believe Ms. Patel has the appropriate character and fitness to serve as manager of record, but I would like to condition the approval on, I'd like them to meet with the local civic association and abutters, which they did not do. They didn't have to do, but this neighborhood's requesting it. So I'd like this application to move on to the ABCC, but we wouldn't issue the final license until they've had that meeting.
Sounds good.
Sounds reasonable, yep.
Okay, the application is granted. No license will be issued until they've successfully completed the community process. Item number 23, SB&G Inc., doing business as Porter's Bar and Grill, located at 173 to 179 Portland Street, has just to transfer the license to PBLL 24 LLC, doing business as The Flagrant Fowl at the same location. David Savoy, manager, 2 a.m. closing hour. Applicant has also petitioned to update the description of the premise to in one room on ground floor, 2,486 square feet, with 2 entrances, exits, dining areas with seating for 66, bar with seating for 16, kitchen located in rear, together with restrooms, office, and storage space. And finally, has petitioned for the approval of a management agreement between PBLL 24 LLC and Flagrant Fowl Inc.
I vote to approve the transfer and to approve Mr. Savoy as manager of record. I believe he has the appropriate character and fitness to serve, and I also vote to approve the management agreement.
I agree. Danny, did we look at the name? Was the name on the application correct?
The name on the application was correct. The mistake was on our end, so that can be corrected easily.
Very good, thank you.
I agree.
Okay, granted across the board. Item number 24, 142 Berkeley LLC, located at 142 Berkeley Street, has petitioned to transfer the license and the location to USHG Boston Seaport FNB LLC, located at 200 Seaport Boulevard. Aaron Cotterill, manager, closing hour, excuse me one moment, it's closing hour 1 a.m. indoors, 11 p.m. outdoors. Finally, has petitioned to pledge the license to trustees of the Commonwealth Pier Trust 2.
This is a new location. My vote is to approve the transfer. And to approve Ms. Cotterill as manager of record, and to approve the pledge.
I do as well.
I agree.
Item number 25, Symphony Exchange Inc., doing business as the Ginger Exchange, located at 250 Huntington Ave, has petitioned to transfer the license and the location to Post Road Company LLC, doing business as Hill Kitchen, located at 39 Charles Street. Manager Jason Indelicato, closing hour 12 a.m. Additionally, has petitioned to remove a condition from the license stating no bar. Subsequent to the hearing, the board was notified that the Beacon Hill Civic Association had voted to oppose this application and also received application from the applicant's counsel detailing the dealings with the Beacon Hill Civic Association and their engagement with them.
So yes, just to get on the record, we received that letter late yesterday afternoon with no explanation as to why there was opposition to this transfer. And the licensee had met with a subcommittee of the full civic association and had gotten their approval. My vote is to still approve this transfer. This is an empty storefront. I believe this business going in there is a good use of this type of license. I believe Mr. Indelicato has the appropriate character and fitness to serve as manager of record. And that vote would also come with removing the condition that they don't have a bar.
Yeah, I agree across the board.
I agree.
The application is granted.
Maybe they can, we can ask them to correspond with each other or, come to some sort of meeting.
To
Sorry.
continue to work with the Civic Association, I think it's up to the Civic Association to explain why they rejected it.
And
Um,
also, the letter we got, Attorney Upton, pledged to continue to work for a good neighbor agreement, so I take him as.
Right. Yep, that's right.
So is it granted then with no conditions, or is there anything we want to put in this? Okay,
Yeah, no condition.
wonderful, well, thank you. Item number 26, Consabor a Columbia Inc., located at 244 Meridian Street in East Boston, has applied for a new common victualler 7-day wines and malt beverages with liqueurs license. Manager Jose Dario Gomez, closing time 11 p.m.
So I'm gonna stop here and take a look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The last 6 agenda items are all applications for new licenses. I'm gonna request that the board defer our vote on these applications until after December 6th. We've been given this opportunity to with an opportunity from the legislature to issue over 200 licenses. And it's historical in so many ways, so I think it's in our best interest to wait until we see all of the applications that come in by December 6th and take a look at that whole universe together before voting hearing by hearing by hearing.
That sounds reasonable, yeah.
Makes sense.
So just to clarify, that means that items 26 through 31, which all are new license applications that the board heard yesterday, the board is going to defer its vote on all 6 of those until after the board has heard presentations on all applications that we received between now and December 6th.
Yes.
Okay. Noted. In that case, the board will move on to non-hearing transactions. The following are applying for a new common victualler license at a previously licensed location. Item number 1, C&E Restaurants, Inc., doing business as Claudio and Estella Restaurant, located at 604 Blue Hill Ave in Dorchester. Has applied for a common victualler license. Manager Claudia J. Pena Familia, hours of operation 7 a.m. to 10 p.m.
I vote to approve.
I do as well.
I agree.
Item number 2, Tito LLC, doing business as Tito, located at 333 Huntington Ave. Manager Shi Hung Poon, hours of operation 11 a.m. to 11 p.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
Item 3, Pho Quay Inc., doing business as Pho Quay Restaurant, located at 291 Adam Street in Dorchester. Manager Daniel Lamb, hours of operation 10 a.m. to 10 p.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
Item number 4, Three Brothers Washington Street Inc., doing business as the Halal Guys, located at 241 Washington Street. Manager David Medeiros, hours of operation 10:30 a.m. to 1 a.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
Item number 5, Compass Group USA Inc., doing business as Capital One Cafe, located at 310 Harrison Ave in Roxbury. Manager Kevin Gigliotti, hours of operation 7 a.m. to 7 p.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
Item 6, Ways Yunnan Rice Noodles LLC, doing business as Ways Yunnan Rice Noodles, located at 412A Market Street in Brighton. Manager Kui Wei, hours of operation 10 a.m. to 10 p.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
Item 7, WR Food and Beverage LLC, doing business as Fuel America, located at 805 Columbus Ave. Manager Abdel Kabir Warad, hours of operation 7:30 a.m. to 7 p.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
Item 8, Hao Sing Inc., doing business as China Station, located at 532 Washington Street in Dorchester. Manager Derong Wu, hours of operation 11 a.m. to 11 p.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
Item number 9, Levain Bakery Cookie Company LLC, doing business as Levain Bakery, located at 107 Seaport Boulevard. Manager Arlene De La Cruz, hours of operation 8 a.m. to 10 p.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
Item number 10, Yuku Inc., doing business as Yuku, located at 23 Tyler Street. Manager Michael Yu, hours of operation 10 a.m. to 12 a.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
Item 11, DAC Hospitality LLC, doing business as Del Moro's Fresh Pasta To Go, located at 200 to 299 Faneuil Hall Marketplace within Quincy Market. Manager David Caruso, hours of operation 11 a.m. to 9 p.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
Following have applied to make changes to their existing common victular licenses. Item number 1, S.J. Burlington Food, Inc., doing business as Sarku Japan, located at 417 to 435 Washington Street, has petitioned to change the officers to Michael Fricker, Vice President, and Vincie Pang, Vice President as well.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
Item 2, Vegas Restaurant LLC, doing business as Vegas Restaurant, located at 1592 Blue Hill Ave in Mattapan, has petitioned to change the operating hours of the licensed business to 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. This is 1 extra hour on either end, and it's petitioned to change the capacity to 18 seats based on new certificates from ISD.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
Agree.
Item 3, John Gillespie, sole proprietor, doing business as Dunkin' Donuts, located at 1138 Washington Street in Roxbury, has petitioned to update the capacity to no seats, takeout only.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
Item 4, Cohee Coffee Company LLC, located at 92 Guest Street in Brighton. It's petitioned to administratively change the location. This is an address update to it's currently 130 Guest Street, change it to 92 Guest Street.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
Item number 5, Jade Naga Inc., doing business as Laughing Monk Cafe, located at 168 Brighton Ave, Alston, has petitioned to change the manager to Wiata Chunlawat, the ownership interest also to Wiata Chunlawat, and also the officer director LLC manager to Wiata Chunlawat.
I vote to approve.
I do as well.
Agree.
Item number 6, Cohee Coffee Company, doing business as Cohee Coffee Company, located at 40 Berkeley Street, has petitioned to change the manager to James DeRosier.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
Item 7, Farina Team LLC, doing business as Round 2 Pizza and Subs, located at 10 Walk Hill Street in Jamaica Plain, has petitioned to change the opening hour of the licensed business to 6 a.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
Item number 8, Cafe Nero Americas Limited, doing business as Cafe Nero, located at 368 Congress Street, has petitioned to change the ownership to Cafe Nero Americas Inc. It's a change of corporate structure. Petitioned to change the manager to Lee Cepeda, and has petitioned to add Tim Sheehan as an officer.
I vote to approve.
I do as well.
I agree.
And item number 9, Bakey Inc., doing business as Bakey, located at 151 Tremont Street, has petitioned to change the manager to Graham Theodore.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
Following have applied for one-day amendments to their existing licenses. Item number 1, K&G Entertainment LLC, doing business as Sidebar, located at 14 to 16 Bromfield Street, has petitioned for an earlier start time for a Patriots game aired in London. The date on that is not on here, but they are applying for a 10 a.m. opening. One moment, I do have that application, and I know it is on a Sunday.
Yeah.
I do apologize for that. It is for this Sunday, October 20th.
Yes, I vote to approve.
Are they sure it's 10? I think the game.
It is starting earlier, but alcohol service is not allowed prior to 10 a.m. on Sundays.
So are we just voting on alcohol service or just opening the premise at all?
This is about alcohol service.
Okay, so they're open before that?
They're allowed to be open before
Yeah.
that without our
Okay,
permission.
I just wanted to make sure we were approving. I would want them to be open earlier if they could, if they wanted to.
Yes, we have the purview of the alcohol service.
I agree.
Great, I will clarify that on the actual vote and the amendment that is issued to them. Thank you. Item number 2, GTI Properties Inc., doing business as the Power Station, located at 530 Harrison Ave in Roxbury, has also petitioned for the same thing. This is not the same thing. A later closing hour at 12 a.m. for the Axon Law Enforcement event, also this Sunday, October 20th.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
Great, thank you all. There's a lot on this agenda. Item number 3, Lansdowne Boston Restaurant LLC, doing business as House of Blues, located at 15 to 41 Lansdowne Street, has petitioned for an amendment to extend onto Lansdowne Street for a private corporate event on November 8th from 7 to 11 p.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
And item number 4, AHF Speedway Holdings LLC, doing business as the Charles River Speedway, located at 1420 to 1440 Soldiers Field Road in Brighton, has petitioned to extend their license into the annex space for a private sake tasting event on October 25th from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
The board has before them a list of applications for special one-day alcoholic beverages licenses, which have been administratively reviewed by staff and approved by the board. And there are no items publicly noticed for old and new business on this hearing. So those are all of the items before the board today. Thank you all. That will adjourn this hearing and enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you.
Two.
Thank you.